A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a bold move that underscores the tensions between Mexico and the United States, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum has announced that her government is suing tech giant Google. This lawsuit arises from Google's decision to label the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America for users in the United States, a change that aligns with an executive order signed by former President Donald Trump. The controversy over the body of water's name has sparked significant debate, with implications for international relations and territorial claims. The Gulf of Mexico, a vital body of water that has been known by its current name for over 400 years, is situated between the southern United States and Mexico. The name change, initiated by Trump on his first day in office, has been met with widespread criticism and resistance from Mexico. President Sheinbaum, in her daily press briefing, confirmed that the lawsuit has already been filed, although she did not disclose specific details regarding the jurisdiction or timing of the legal action. Prior to the lawsuit, Mexico's Foreign Relations Ministry had reached out to Google, requesting that the tech company refrain from using the term Gulf of America to refer to the waters that fall within Mexican territory. Currently, Google Maps displays the Gulf as Gulf of America for U.S. users, while it retains the name Gulf of Mexico for users outside of the U.S., including those in Mexico itself. Sheinbaum has argued that if the U.S. insists on using the term Gulf of America, it should only apply to the portion of the Gulf that lies over the U.S. continental shelf, which generally aligns with the maritime border between the two nations. The Mexican government believes that the name change infringes upon its territorial rights and misrepresents the historical significance of the Gulf of Mexico. In February, Google's Vice President of Government Affairs and Public Policy, Chris Turner, communicated to Mexico that the company would not alter its naming convention. Turner stated that Google adheres to its long-standing maps policies, which are intended to be applied consistently across all regions. However, this stance has been met with disapproval from Mexican officials, who view it as a disregard for international norms and historical context. The situation escalated further when, on May 9, 2025, the U.S. House of Representatives voted to formally recognize Gulf of America as the official name for the body of water, with the vote passing along party lines. This legislative action has intensified the ongoing dispute, as it seeks to codify the name change and direct federal agencies to update their maps accordingly. The bill's future in the Senate remains uncertain, and it could face significant challenges ahead. The implications of this name change extend beyond mere semantics. They touch upon issues of national pride, territorial integrity, and historical recognition. Critics of the name change argue that it reflects a broader trend of U.S. expansionism under Trump, who has previously made controversial statements regarding U.S. territorial claims, including the Panama Canal and Greenland. In response to the growing tensions, the Mexican government has reiterated its commitment to defending its territorial rights and historical claims. President Sheinbaum has stated that the name Gulf of Mexico is internationally recognized and should not be altered unilaterally by the United States. The legal action against Google marks a significant step in Mexico's efforts to assert its position in this contentious debate. As the situation unfolds, it remains to be seen how the legal proceedings will impact U.S.-Mexico relations and whether Google will reconsider its naming conventions in light of the lawsuit. The outcome could set a precedent for how international naming disputes are handled in the digital age, particularly as technology companies play an increasingly influential role in shaping public perceptions and historical narratives. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.